There's no question. The catch is the most memorable finish in 49ers Cowboys playoff history. Well, 40 years later, we now have the most chaotic finish.
No, I thought it was over because I saw it live. So I was very confident it was done. I was just nervous that sometimes when you're real confident, you think you see it right, sometimes it changes. So you're never fully sure until they let you know.
Just a little bit of a roller coaster. Like, that was wild. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of unknowns. I think the Niners make for great TV.
Never felt like it was getting away from us. I always felt like we were in control of the game, but just, it made for some good TV, I guess.
A sigh of relief in the 49ers locker room, but a much different story on the Cowboys side. Fans here at AT&T Stadium were throwing objects at the officials as they came off the field.
Honestly, I thought they were going to do something in a second or something was going to get put up there, and I didn't even hear what was said. I heard a cheer from the crowd, and then the refs took off and got out of there. So, no, didn't get an explanation, didn't understand what happened there.
Controversial finish or not, the 49ers defense held the league's top offense to 17 points and 307 total yards, all while missing their two best players, Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
I don't think anybody blinked an eye. It was next man up. There was no change in mindset, just mainly just fight for your brother.
I'm pretty sure it was a lot of noise talking, especially in the defensive back. Been a lot of problems I've been hearing in the media, but at the same time, look what we went out there and did and took #1 offense.
Kyle Shanahan did what many expected and called 38 run plays. He won his third playoff game as 49ers head coach and got himself ready for the week by watching old videotape from those classic matchups in the 90s.
I remember Thursday night, I was at my house and wasn't sleeping, so I just went to watch the 94 game. But I ended up showing some of the guys Friday, and it's just kind of cool because you think back to those days and, you know, those are my heroes, and they became my heroes by watching those games like most people from our generation. I just tried to remind our guys that, you know, Deion and Michael, they were 25 then. These guys become everyone heroes because of what you do in the playoffs, not what you do in the season. And I don't think our guys totally know the rivalry. They got an idea now, but they knew the moment.
From one rivalry to the next, the 49ers will face Green Bay in the divisional round. It'll be the 6th time they've faced the Packers in the Shanahan era.
It's not going to be easy going into Lambeau. We know it's going to be a tough challenge for us, but we're ready for it.
I'm ready. Not right now, but we will be.
Now, while Aaron Rodgers rested home, the 49ers are licking their wounds. No doubt Nick Bosa's concussion and Fred Warner's ankle injury will be closely monitored this week. In Dallas, I'm Desmond Purnell for Game Day.
All right, insights from Lorenzo Neal in his 16 NFL seasons. You've been a part of these games. I thought it was interesting that Samson Ebukam told me, you know what, on the plane ride back, not a whole lot of jumping up and down, hooping and hollering. Is that true?
Absolutely. When you play a physical game like that, what you just went through, yeah, you're excited. You're yelling in the locker room and screaming. He's right. But then once you get on the plane, you got a 3-4 hour plane ride back. You just want to relax. You want to sleep and can't wait to get home.
What'd you make of Jimmy Garoppolo's performance?
I thought Jimmy is, Jekyll and Hyde. Jimmy won. The good part of Jimmy was that drive that drove the San Francisco 49ers the first drive, running the ball, throwing the ball, hitting the slants, hitting receivers, throwing the bubble screen, getting guys in and out of the huddle, taking command. That's Jimmy G at his best. And then in the fourth quarter, when the game's on the line, all you do is it's second down, and you're like, look, you throw the ball away, he gets out of the pocket, gets out of his comfort zone, lets the ball get away from him and sells it high, an interception, and change the momentum and change the field position that led to 7 points for the Dallas Cowboys and really put this game in question. So that's what Jimmy can't do. You can't go to Green Bay and do that. You're not good enough to do that and overcome. Give kudos to the Niners for overcoming, but overall, Jimmy did play good today.
Last play of the game was a bizarre to you. I mean, I know the Cowboys were out of timeouts, but then they ran up, and then it was like, no, the ref's got to touch the ball before you run it again. Anyway, the clock expired, and so the Cowboys took issue with that. What say you?
Yeah, I understand them taking issue, but look in the mirror. You know, I start with Michael Jackson. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sing to you, Vern. I thought about it, but you know what? You look in the mirror, and here's what Dak Prescott, when he slides, he stands up, he hands the ball to the official. Now the official can spot it. Dak let the ball sit on the ground. His offensive line blocked the official. If he would have slid earlier, hand the ball to the official, they would have been able, it was plenty of time. It was just poor execution, Vern, poor execution.
Well, let's talk about what's going to happen. So the 49ers are going to play at the Packers coming up this weekend. Already the early line have the Packers favored by 5.5 points. This is a rematch from a late September game won by the Packers in the waning moments. Aaron Rodgers, too much time on the clock, to win it 30-28. Is any of that at all in the back of the 49ers' mind?
Without a doubt, it's got to be. They had an opportunity to win that game. It was less than a minute left. Aaron Rodgers, you've seen, Fred Warner, just if he takes one more step back, he's able to hit that ball. And they're not winning that game. The 49ers beat the Green Bay Packers. When you look at the Niners, once they pack their run game and they bring their defense and they do that well, they can play with anyone. The number's 30-35. If the Niners are running the ball 30-35 times a game, they are usually going to win that game. They're going to do the same recipe that you saw today. That's the formula. But you're playing against Aaron Rodgers, probably the MVP of the league this year. He's going to be ready, but I'm going to tell you, no one wants to see the 49ers, the Green Bay Packers, Vern. They're not happy. They were pulling for the Dallas Cowboys. The whole NFC pulling for the Dallas Cowboys because I'm telling you, the San Francisco 49ers, in my opinion, is the most physical team in the NFC.
And the NFC is put on notice. Thank you so much, 41.
You're the best, Vern.